Motorcycles have been around for more than 100 years, and for most of that time, bikes have been for men only. But don't tell that to these women. They're members of WOW, Women on Wheels, the National Women's Riding Association that has 48 chapters in the United States. Joining us this morning is Melissa Rem. She's director of this chapter called Bright Lights Big City, which is headquartered on Long Island. Also here is Assistant Chapter Director Phoebe Yancios. Hi, Phoebe. And also member Maggie Klingelsmith. Hi, nice to see you all. How are you doing?
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about this organization.
Well, we have 48 chapters with 1,400 members internationally. And the next nearest chapter is Danbury, Connecticut, so I decided that we needed a chapter down in the New York City area.
What are some of the misconceptions, Melissa, about women bikers?
Well, a lot of people believe that women, first of all, can't ride a motorcycle. And a lot of people also believe that women should only be on the back seat of a motorcycle looking pretty.
Only biker babes, right?
Basically.
But that's not true, obviously.
No, it's not. There are 15% of the riding population is made up of women.
What kind of events do you all plan in terms of the things you organize every year?
Well, we have a Northeast regional rally, we have an international rally, we have monthly meetings. There are other rallies that we go to as a group, and we join in charity runs.
I know, Phoebe, that you all try to meet in diners rather than bars to kind of dispel the image of, you know, bikers being grease balls or something like that. Is that right?
Yeah, we have breakfast. You know, it's a pretty decent thing, and we meet early and then we go out for rides.
Yeah. How long are the rides you generally go on?
It depends. We haven't been on long ones yet, but as the group develops and we get more organized, we'll be going out.
Maggie, when you hooked up with this group, were you surprised that there were so many women who like to ride motorcycles just as you do?
Not really. There were a lot of women who were riding, but not organized. We see more and more all the time now, though.
What's the advantage of having a group like this to ride with?
We all seem to understand the advantage of having a low seat height and finding equipment that you can't find anything that fits.
Well, speaking of that, Melissa, are manufacturers just totally non-responsive to the female rider?
Well, a lot of manufacturers don't realize that women generally need a lower seat height. I ended up with this particular motorcycle because it did have a low seat height. They did discontinue one of the Yamaha versions, the 535, and they brought it back on the market because women wanted it because it had a low seat height.
Well, obviously some motorcycles are made specifically for women, I would think. Case in point, this young lady's motorcycle, which is très feminine. So are you able to get a motorcycle? This is a Honda. It's a lavender with roses on it, as you can tell. I mean, are these pretty easy to obtain, or what up with this motorcycle?
Well, I know. I think Susie had the paint job done as a custom for herself.
Yeah.
I don't know what color the bike was originally, but I think she had the paint job done customized.
What is it that's so appealing to you all about riding motorcycles? Because personally, I'm really afraid of them. Melissa, why do you like it so much?
Well, it's the aura of independence, the feeling of being out there in the wind. You get to smell the grass and the trees as you're traveling along. It's things you don't get in a car.
What about all those bugs getting smushed on your helmet? Isn't that annoying?
This helmet. You carry wipes, you know.
Well, let's talk about safety. I mean, part of the advantage of being a member of a club like this is that you all put a lot of emphasis on safety. How do you do that?
Well, we, as riding in a group, we have the advantage of having numbers. You're seen a lot more. Plus, you learn a lot of tips from each other. We have MSF instructors in our group, and we learn from each other's experiences and give tips to each other.
And obviously,
camaraderie.
Emphasize helmets and all that.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Maggie, you've got a little sidecar. How prevalent is that? Do you have a lot of members with those? What, you got sick of that sidecar?
Actually, no. It's a little bit difficult to ride with it, so it's a lot nicer to ride without it. But with the kids, I have a 2-year-old also, and we pile them in. And
you put the 2-year-old in there?
Tiny little helmet.
And you feel pretty safe?
Pretty much. I usually ride with groups when I have the kids, just to make sure I'm seen. But
okay, good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, good. That's important. Well, you all, thank you so much for getting geared up. You all look fantastic. And thanks for coming by this morning. And I've got, oh, well, thank you much. What is this?
A jacket.
A jacket. Great. So I'll look like a motorcycle mama when I wear this?
Yes.
Don't I need leather?
No,
No.
denim is acceptable.
Okay,
And
great.
the Motorcycle Safety Foundation even allows you to ride in long sleeves.
Oh, good. Well, thank you all so much. Good to
Thank
see you.
you.
Thanks for coming by. And we'll be back in a moment with more on Today, right after this. Yeah. Hey, baby. I'm ready to go. You like this? This is a cool
Very
jacket.
nice.
Look, can
It
you?
says Katie in the front, and in the back it says Born to be Mild.
It says Women on Wheels, babe.
Still to come this morning. We're going to hear from Jeremy